Shit always happens that way. You know what I'm saying? You kind of try to control things. You try to architect things as much as you can. But what's right is right is going to happen no matter what and what circumstances it is. Like, this was not easy. It was a fight every second. I was out of pocket for 3 years. I haven't read up in 3 years. I need that money back to put it into other things. I've had to figure out how to do that without that and pay bills and about 4 other families' bills. I'm
also thinking about that too from the last video. Let me go back.
You kind of try to control things. You try to architect things as much as you can. But what's right is going to happen no matter what and what circumstances it is. Like, this was not easy. It was a...
So this pause on that. Let's keep going forward. Let's keep going forward. Or it could be, maybe it could be, I shouldn't try to, take control, but I want to lay on my chest, so I want to lay on hers too, though, so I think maybe mixed in with something else too, like, I don't know, but, sometimes we just sometimes we just put down the joysticks and we just put down the controls and stuff, and just, I don't know, but, yeah, just turn it off and save the game, man. So I like laying her chest too, man. Since first big ass shit comfy. New shit is so for sure. But I'm pausing. I'm not even play it right now. I'm just pausing because I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. I just say this, let's put the controls down for a little bit, Just have that point. But I'm just gonna say this too. At some point, she helps me too. Like, for instance, the whole, I'm gonna just say the church thing, Damn. When I think about my positive, I'm actually thinking about how many weeks that shit is, man. So it sounds like it's only been 25 weeks, but 25 weeks is, yes, but anyway, that shit don't seem to, I don't know, so, anyway, though, we keep playing this, though. Let's check it out, though. Let's check it out. I might actually pause it for you again. Keep playing
it. I was out of pocket for 3 years. I haven't read up in 3 years. I need that money back to put it into other things. I've had to figure out how to do that without that and pay bills and about 4 other families' bills. I'm old school. I got a lot of kids with different baby mothers. So, but you work it out. It's not going to be easy. You can never think it's going to be easy. You have to know that it's going to be some kind of struggle or question. But if you have faith, then you're really not bothered. And I've been successful too many times. So when these things come up, I'm like, oh, I remember you. And that means actually it's about to get better. So I embrace all the shit that comes with it. All the things that people would probably be scared of.
How does Honor Up compare to Paid in Full, guys? How did both of these come to life?
Honor Up I was there. For Paid in Full, I was there. That whole experience, I was there. I saw it. I was a part of that. I could have told the story from my point of view, but I didn't. I chose to tell it from somebody else's. This movie is from my point of view. Also, it wasn't paid for by me, Paid in Full. It was paid for by, Miramax, which is the Weinsteins, and that's where all of this bullshit happened when I went to war with the Weinsteins 15 years ago immediately because I saw what he was doing was dead wrong. And I wasn't going to let him. I find that people that disrespect culture disrespect women. Like bad taste in one thing is usually translates to bad taste in everything. You know what I'm saying? So when you have good taste in one thing, you're usually good at, with everything. So all these people, it's funny. All these.
That's interesting about the Bill Cosby thing too, but at the same time, he used to say, shirts up like saggy pants and stuff like that.
People, because I've been trying to punish him for years. I've been trying to punish all of these people. Charlie Walk, I've been trying to punish all of them. I talk, I muscle, I beef, I do all. Nothing's happening. You know what took these men down? Women. And that's how powerful women are. And I'm glad that women are starting to realize their power and having confidence in it. I've been saying this shit for 5, 6 years. I apologized for Big Pimpin' 10 years ago, not when it was convenient and when everyone was doing it. My hashtag has been invest in women for years. The things that have got me my most success is when I have a crew of women around. Because dudes get jealous. It's the testosterone. But my point is, these things and
She jealous though. So something. So
these ideals are nothing new. I live by it. You know what I'm saying? So that was what Paid in Full was, a fight. Honor up. I paid for it. I did it myself. Raquel was like, when she started to work with me and she became my muse 10 years ago, she saw the betrayal of so many artists that we just didn't deserve it. And she would be so mad. She'd be madder than I'd be about it. I'm used to.
And so he said, a lot of people, they mention they person, I'll just say fuck it, but they don't show them much they mention, so it's like, but they do acknowledge it. Now they do acknowledge it, so a lot of people acknowledge
to it. And she was like, you have to start to invest in your own art. For me to really love you, I got to see you be, unapologetic about your point of view. Stop making everybody else famous. Make yourself famous. And I got a couple of dollars, and I was like, yo, we could get the house or I could bet on me. And she was like, bet on you. I preferred it.
That's why I paused it too, because at the same time, if I just wanted to play some shit, it's just like you could just listen to what they're saying. But if you want to get like I'm playing that time copy. Just like my point of view too. I'll play some shit, but I'll I see I pause it, give my point of view. Of what's being spoken. So that's kind of like I guess in my own version, like a reaction video. Just not even reaction. You still don't have to be like a name. I'm saying like just it's my point of view, but you hear the points of view of other people too. And it's intertwined with mine. And so I'll probably put the link to this video as well if I can still find it. Just give me links and I'll shout out. The tag, or you know what I'm saying, but yeah, so I want to say that one. Dang, that's the only thing when the battery's low. And the battery's going low on the computer too, so
I could be your girl.
I sent one video. I posted one video today, so yeah, I got videos.
So I bet on me quick. And this is what happened, and I'm glad that did happen. And that pushing and all that.
In the video I actually posted with the one video that day anyway. So, yeah.
Came from, me just wanting to look like a superhero in front of my
woman. I'll get it posted.
You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. You know what I mean?
Last question. What's your favorite thing?
He just wanted to look like a superhero in front of my woman. This is what happened, and I'm glad that did happen. And that pushing and all that came from, me just wanting to look like a superhero for that. I respect it. Then I could be everybody else famous, make yourself famous. And I got a couple of dollars, and I was like, yo, we could get the house or I could bet on me. And she was like, bet on you. I prefer that. I respect it. Then I could be your girl. So I bet on me quick. And, this is what happened, and I'm glad that did happen. And that pushing and all that came from, me just wanting to look like a superhero in front of my woman. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. You know what I mean?
Last question. What's your favorite thing?
Man, you got to see the movie. You got to see the movie. All of those scenes are about personal experiences, some way, shape, or form, or some people's personal experience. So they all had kind of like messages. So I don't want to give up the movie. I think the scenes that I'm talking to Daniel, who's Primo, and that's my real OG, like my method, and you remember, is we would have conversation, we would talk, and then we say, well, we just talked about, let's have that same conversation on action. And, a lot of the conversations were real conversations that I was having with him, because we hadn't seen each other in a while. And the shit we talking about is real, so I'd be like, okay, just say that. So, like, all of those scenes where we're really talking, or rather that you see us supposedly acting, and we're really just talking, it's like, y'all really getting a glimpse of, like, what we talk about when the cameras aren't on. So those are kind of my favorite scenes, because y'all can really hear my talk.
This ended up being a lot more than 4 videos. And this ended up being a lot more than 4 videos. But we keep it rolling for a little bit. But you know how that goes. So yeah.